Dear students, welcome back to the online English class grade 10. Now we are discussing the lesson Madam Rides the Bus. Let's discuss about Valli's first bus journey. Listen carefully. Valli got angry. Valli shot an angry glance at the conductor and said, Valli looked at the conductor angrily and said, I am not a madam. Please remember that, and you have not yet given me my ticket. Valli said to the conductor, I am not a madam. Please remember that, and you have not yet given me my ticket. You didn't give me my ticket. I will remember, the conductor said, mimicking her tone. Conductor said, mimicking her tone, I will remember. Everyone laughed, and gradually Valli too joined in the laughter. Valli got angry and told the conductor not to call her madam. I am not a madam. Please remember it. And you didn't give me my ticket. Then conductor said, mimicking her tone, I will remember. Conductor responded by mimicking her tone. Valli has said she has not yet received the ticket, and the conductor responded by mimicking her tone. Everybody started laughing. Everybody laughed, and gradually Valli too joined in the laughter. Valli too joined in the laughter. Then the conductor punched a ticket and handed it to her. Just sit back. Just sit back and make yourself comfortable. Why should you stand when you have paid for a seat? Then the conductor gave her the ticket. Already she had asked for the ticket. So the conductor handed over the ticket to her. Then he told her to sit down. Just sit back and make yourself comfortable. Don't stand like this. Sit there. You don't stand on the seat. Why should you stand when you have paid for a seat? You had paid for a seat. You had paid 30 paise. So why should you stand? Why should you stand when you have paid for a seat? Then Valli replied, because I want to. Standing up again. The conductor asked her why should she stand when she had paid for a seat. Valli proudly replied that she wanted to stand up, and she stood up again. Valli didn't listen to anyone. So the conductor tried to convince her. But if you stand on the seat, you may fall and hurt yourself when the bus makes a sharp turn or hits a bump. That's why we want you to sit down, child. The conductor continued. He explained to her that she may hurt if she continued to stand. If you stand on the seat, you may fall and hurt yourself when the bus makes a sharp turn or hits a bump. The conductor advised her, so please sit down. That's why we want you to sit down. He tried to explain that they were concerned about her and she may hurt if she continued to stand. That's why we want you to sit down, child. Valli didn't like that word, child. She got angry. I'm not a child, I tell you, she said irritably. I'm 8 years old. She again made it clear that she was 8-year-old and not a child. I am not a child, I tell you. I already told you. I am not a child. She got irritated. I'm 8 years old. Don't call me a child. Of course. How stupid of me. 8 years, my... The conductor is joking again. Of course. You are an 8-year-old child. How stupid of me. 8 years. The conductor said. The bus stopped, some new passengers got in, and the conductor got busy for a time. Afraid of losing her seat, Valli finally sat down. The bus stopped and more passengers boarded the bus. The bus stopped, some new passengers got on. The conductor was busy, and Valli felt that she might lose her seat. So finally she sat down. An elderly woman came and sat beside her. A new passenger has arrived, an old woman. She came and sat near Valli. An old woman came and sat beside her. Are you all alone, dear? She asked. She also asked a question. Are you alone, dear? Are you alone, dear? She asked Valli as the bus started again. The lady also asked the same question. Are you alone, dear? Valli didn't like that lady. Valli found the woman absolutely repulsive. Such big holes she had in her earlobes and such ugly earrings in them. And she could smell the betel nut the woman was chewing and see the betel juice that was threatening to spill over her lips at any moment. Oh, who could be sociable with such a person? Valli didn't like that lady. Valli found the woman absolutely repulsive. Repulsive means causing strong dislike. Valli developed a strong dislike for the lady. And now the writer describes the old lady. Why Valli didn't like that lady? Because the lady's earlobes had big holes. And Valli didn't like the earrings also. Such big holes she had in her earlobes and such ugly earrings in them. She didn't like the appearance of the lady. Big holes were there in her earlobes and she had ugly earrings in them. Valli developed a strong dislike for the lady whose earlobes had big holes. And she did not like the earrings too. And the lady was chewing betel nut. Valli watched it. The woman was chewing betel nut and she could smell the betel nut. And she could smell the betel nut the woman was chewing and see the betel juice that was threatening to spill over her lips at any moment. Valli didn't like these things and she is thinking, who could be sociable with such a person? She didn't like to mingle with that person. Valli didn't like the appearance of that old woman. The old lady asked, "Are you alone, dear?" Valli replied, "Yes, I am traveling alone," she answered curtly. "And I have got a ticket too." Valli didn't like the old lady, but she replied to her question. She said yes. She said that she was traveling alone. Moreover, she had got a ticket too. "And I have got a ticket too. See, I have my ticket also." The never conductor interfered. He always utilized each and every chance to tease Valli and have a good laugh. "Yes, she is on her own way to town," said the conductor, "with a 30 paise ticket." Conductor explained, "Yes, the girl is going to the town and she had paid 30 paise. Yes, she is on her way to town with a 30 paise ticket," the conductor said. "Why don't you mind your own business?" said Valli. Valli asked the conductor, "Why don't you mind your own business?" But she laughed all the same, and the conductor laughed too. Valli laughed with him. She asked him, "Why don't you mind your own business?" And at the same time she was laughing. And the conductor also laughed with her. The old woman continued asking questions. But the old woman went on with her drivel. Drivel means nonsense. For Valli, it was mere nonsense. The old lady continued asking questions. She asked, "Is it proper for such a young person to travel alone? Do you know exactly where you are going in town? What is the street? What is the house number?" She asked her, "Is it good for such a young person to travel alone? Is it proper? Do you know the exact town? Do you know the exact place? What is the street? What is the house number?" Old lady continued such questions. She was bothered about Valli's security. She wanted to know whether Valli could reach her destination safely. Is it proper for a little girl to travel alone? Do you know exactly where you are going in town? What is the street? What is the house number? Valli didn't like this. "You need not bother about me. I can take care of myself," Valli said, turning her face towards the window and staring out. Valli didn't like it. She turned her face towards the window and stared out, and she said to the old lady, "You need not bother about me, and I can take care of myself." Valli told her that she can travel alone, and she started looking outside the window to avoid further questions. To avoid further conversation, Valli turned her face towards the window and she stared out. Dear students, today we are concluding here. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Complete the given homework and send it in the group. If you have any doubt, you can clarify it with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.